Veja de la Frontera. Very cool little town. We've sort of learned they call it rural. I mean, we would not call this rural at home because it's a city. It's a small city in the middle of nowhere, so they call it rural. And honestly, today, day after Valentine's Day, a Wednesday, it's the quietest we've seen it the whole time we've been here. Very few people or cars milling about. Very cool buildings. We like how they put these pots on all of the buildings and walls full of plants. Most people have their balconies covered with plants. We've also learned if a door is open, that means you can walk right in, because a lot of them will leave the doors open to their either foyer or even their house and just let you walk right in and look around. And they say if you see an open door, it means you could go in. We've done that several times, and they're always beautiful. Just courtyards filled with plants and flowers that they're, I guess, willing to let you come in and enjoy. So very cool. We're on our way to check out a windmill that's supposed to be here. It's like 300 years old. There's supposed to be dozens, but we're on our way to the closest 2 or 3. Catch you in a minute. I bet you did. Well, if you're hiking up to the windmills, you're gonna find a good view on the way. There's Kimberly, and she's posing in front of this ginormous, this is a cactus tree. We've never seen one that big in our lives. It is a ginormous cactus tree. But over here you have a view of the city we hadn't had yet, because this is from the new side looking back toward the old side. So that's the side where we're staying. Actually, that castle wall you see right there is, we're staying right on the other side of it. Get our bearings here, and then there is the view off to the countryside. We're in search of the windmills. Got a great tour of the San Jose windmill. Now we're just up here in this little park surrounding the windmill, checking out the long distance views. Just goes on forever when you're up on top of this hill. But this little park's interesting. Around the windmills, Kimberly's noticing somebody's got their actual garden planted in here. That's kale, onions, and spinach, garlic, all planted in there. So it's not just a city park. I bet it's this very nice gentleman that came up here and opened up that windmill and took us on a tour. He obviously keeps all this stuff up, so I bet this is his garden where he's planting some food up here. It's very cool. And 2 other windmills. So mainly you can see, looks like they put tin or copper roofs over these windmills. I would imagine that's the part that's not original, but they've done that just to maintain and keep all the wood good on the inside. I don't think they would have had copper or tin roofs back in the day. And then here's some of the old grinding stones. Those are huge. We see these at home sometimes, but not that big. That is really big. Alright, cool place. Let's go find another mirador. Okay, I'm sorry, I know it's windy. The microphone's probably picking up a lot of that, but we made it to the top, and it's a little breezy. This is Mirador Tralgafar, and this is Tralgafar Tower, which is an ancient Moorish tower from 700 AD, and it was the lookout tower. That's where they could see, and from this corner they could see if anybody was coming. And that was from the Moors. Of course, they came in at 700s and built most of this stuff, and then got booted out around 1292, and then the Christians took over. But honestly, they kept most everything and just put their own symbols and stuff on it. There's still a large Jewish community here, which had been here before both the Moors or the Christians came to start conquering. So that's the interesting piece I didn't know until yesterday. We found some horses out here. Very cool. Now we're going to walk down to the next viewpoint, which is supposed to be a statue of Christ. Man, I'm really glad we finished that whole hike and came up here. I'm sorry, I know the wind is still brutal on the bike, but yeah, we made it to the top, and we are blessed. So we were a little taken back when it wasn't some huge statue. It's only about 4 feet tall up there, but to get up there to him is another 8 or 10 feet. So overall, probably 20 feet. But not big enough for you to be able to see it really from town or anything, which is what we were looking for earlier when we were trying to find it. And just couldn't. It's small enough for you, unless you know exactly what you're looking for, you're not going to see it. Now, down here, there's the main highway that comes through. A lot of beautiful farmland here. Alright, we're out. Alright, here we are, one of the main squares in Vieja de la Frontera. And, ooh, that building's changing colors. I didn't realize that. Blue, green, red. Oh, cool. Alright, and at nighttime, hey, it's even more beautiful. We have this whole little fountain area here. Man, look how this fountain is so beautiful and lit up. Now, this town is obviously hundreds of years old. Started literally in the 700s. And this fountain looks old, but it's not old compared to the rest of the town. It's only about 200 years old. And I read that it was bought in Seville, built, taken apart, and moved here and put back together. About 200 years ago, 1810, I think it was. It's really beautiful, and it's the only colorful thing in this town. Everything else in this town is white, so that's pretty cool. Love the fountain, these frogs. Kimberly loves these little frogs in them. And then we got this beautiful place across the street, which is a restaurant and cantina. It is really nice. You can see all of the old building architecture still preserved there really nicely. And of course, as everywhere in Spain, you have trees covered in oranges that are inedible, but they're beautiful and they smell good. Okay, here at Bahía de las Frontera, and here is our Airbnb there. It's February, so we got a discounted rate of 75 euros. You walk right in through this famous gates. It's one of the many gates here in Frontera. In Valles. There's another gate up there. That's also, there's quite a few gates. These old medieval walls surround the whole city. So we come in and then we'll find our room, which is just second or third door up here on the right. So really happy about the location here in the middle of everything and being a part of the old city. This is a window, our door, and here we have it. On the inside, you have a little kitchenette. First thing you see on your left. I like the little window with wooden shutters. Kieran and I both like the all the plates and dishes here are really cool. You have stovetop. Under there is pots and pans. There is wash machine under there, full refrigerator, sink, microwave, all the good stuff that you gotta have. It's just a little studio, but it's really neat the way they've used the space. You see Kimberly's way over there in the bedroom. You have the old, I love all the old wood on the ceiling, even over the door frames and stuff. You see the old wood beams. And yeah, it's a studio. There's it's got a string you pull, Kimberly.
Oh, it does?
Yeah, it's got a string. And it's got this shade thing that kind of closes off the bedroom area. If you want it like that. And the interesting thing, here's a little TV area. Tiny little comfy, cozy studio. Very worth the money. Everything here is very high quality. We're very happy with like the silverware, the dishes, all this stuff is very high quality. Nothing seems to be very chintzy. This is the shower over here and the sink. So that may be somewhat of an oddity for some people. The sink is out here in the middle, but it's very nice materials. This tile is really incredible. And then inside here is the shower, which it is a very nice shower. It's huge. And then we have this back door terrace. It's actually shared with 4 or 5 locals that live here as well. This is the only Airbnb one here. But hola, buenas, gracias. So you can see how beautiful everything is out here. Really cool. The other thing we like is out here, this is another entrance into the area. But the people that live here are so nice and so friendly. They even have a sign out here that says open, come on in. So that's so all the locals and tourists that are passing by get the ability to just come in and check out all the plants and hear the birds, and it's just like a nice little photo op for anybody. So very neat. So the only thing I didn't cover, you may be asking about, is the bathroom. And it's kind of an oddity too. It's in a cave, which is kind of cool. You slide this door back, barn door, and you have this sort of cave room that has a toilet in it. It's really, probably just kind of neat. Obviously, but what is neat is this little window here, which goes right out in that courtyard, which is kind of cool. And you have a washer and dryer in here as well. So kind of neat, honestly, not that big deal. And that's it. Bye bye.